Wow. Hello. Hello. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Hello, Hiri. Wow, good to see you. And Edo. Wow. Hello, hello. Miss you. I miss you too. Wow. I'm back like I never left. Yep. I'm back like I never left. Welcome back. Yay. Moe Bun, hi. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Cute Waterberry. Hello. Hello to you too. Wow. I've been gone for a month. More than a month and a half. But like I said, it was goodbye for now. And like I never break any promise, I am back. I am back, motherfucker. Yes, I had a great trip. The great trip, like I had actually had culture shock. I had my culture shock. I had to learn technologies. I saw mountain views. I saw city views. I was in the clouds, either by plane or by myself. And I took a lot of photos. How about you guys? Before I show the photos, I want to ask about you guys. What's up with you? Did you have a good month? Did you find new VTubers to check? Like new VTubers? Did you find new VTubers that you follow? That streams around the same time? Huh? Okay. I think I should use the emotes a bit more often. But yeah. I just can't believe that you guys are still here. After a month. Like all of the buns are expired after a month. I find VTubers all the time, but rarely at this time. Even though I was away from the Blue Birdie for some time due to internet connections and stuff, I saw that a lot of people were graduating, right? It didn't really stop after a while. Maybe it's just when people decide to graduate, their reactions, like their reaches, are a bit higher than normal ones. So I see them a lot. But I am still here, motherfucker. Still here. There was a major reincarnation. Are we talking about the V Shoujo one? I kinda knew, but also don't know. I guess I shouldn't say it, even if I knew. Yes. Okay, so still no other major updates for... If you don't have any major updates for your life, like if you have, for example, you get married, or you find a new job, or you move to a new place. If nothing is like that, I'm just gonna move on and share my photos with you guys as I promised. Hi, Mandy, Sakura. Hello. Welcome. Yeah, surprisingly, not really. Surprisingly, not a lot of things change in a month. Like, I got a month of vacation from my work, right? And it's like I've been away for a long time, but when I came back in the office, there's actually nothing changed. Like, some projects didn't change, no decisions were made. And when I hear that, they're just like, yeah, nothing changed, so you can just do what you left a month ago. I was like, okay, it's a 20 people team. Are you sure there's nothing changed? Yeah, but I guess a month is not enough to make all those changes. Same dust on the shelf. You don't clean? No? You don't clean your dust? What? I cannot stand dust. Okay, I can't stand dust now. Actually, I am quite stinky at the moment. Like, I posted on Twitter that that last week I got nothing, absolutely nothing to do for my work. And I was just like opening model, closing them, opening them, closing them. And this time, Monday, it's a Monday, and you know everyone has this Monday mood. And then 3 project managers came to me, be like, "Hey Moe, can you help?" First of all, in the first manager came, I was like, "Yeah, sure." The second one's like, "Okay, it's a bit much, but I guess it's manageable." And then the third one came, be like, "Moe, I need your help. It's emergency." I was like, "Okay," and it's giant task that I need to do. Deadline in 2 days. So I got home 10 minutes ago. Yep. Architects be like, "Oh, man, that office." Yes, exactly. Hello, you, exactly. Hello, how are you doing? Welcome to my comeback stream. Who's Bun? You don't know me anymore? Wait, my cats are fighting. Just let me stop them. Just let me stop them. Shush. Stop. Yes, welcome back. Thank you. Wow. Yes. So, actually, I cannot wait with my photo sharing. So I'm just gonna start with that. Okay. So in this whole month, I was only in China. Even though you're like, Singapore sounds cool, Japan, Korea, it's just China. I've been traveling around China a little bit. And yeah, spring is definitely a great season to visit. Like, if you have any questions along the way when I show the photos, feel free to ask. So yeah, should I start like how I travel? Like through the time when I travel? I think I'll go with that. Oh, my cats are doing the kitty punch. No! Stop! I was gonna throw you off the table. Cat, stop looking. Yeah, my cats are fighting in this time. Not a great time. Okay, so I'm gonna show the photos. I think I will go time-wise. Time-wise? How's it called? Is it called time-wise? But anyways, so yeah, this is the plane. This is actually a screen of a plane. Have you taken a plane that's having a screen of how it looks like? Like, this is a live picture. A live picture of like it's taking off. Yay, whoa, plane. Well, if it isn't the monkey. Well, isn't it the monkey himself showing up in the chat? Is a CG model? No, it's a real life plane. It's a plane. Like, by the time I was taking the photo, it's actually moving and preparing for taking off. I don't know if you took long distance flights for like 12 hours or something. I think they all have a screen like this. But like back in my days, I only had a controller and a screen. But now it's all touch screen and things. Camera above the plane. Yeah, they also have a camera below the plane, so you can see the wheels and stuff. I think that's Superman. Superman's view projected to the screen. Yeah, sounds like an ideal way to fly. I mean, otherwise, how can a plane fly, right? Yeah, so this is the time, like my time of taking off was in the midnight. Midnight is like a time for a lot of international flights, because in this way you can like your bio clock can actually help with setting up with fixing your jet lags, and you get fed a lot. Like in my 12 hours of flight, I had 2 meals and snacks coming along in the way. Yep. Being on the plane, but longest was like 3 hours. You should try 12 hours. Then your leg swallows like I don't know. Your leg swallows, yeah. If you guys have any demand on like tips on taking long flights, I have my tips for you. But I'm not gonna nag about it at the moment. 12 hours, it will be bed feeding you, yeah. Do tell. Okay, so first of all, it's actually, I heard that it's actually great, better practice to, whoa, that's a giant picture. Okay, let me just put it first. To not eat any meals like this. To not eat any meals. How can I rotate this? So if you sleep when you get on the plane, you are much more relaxed after it landed. But eat it anyways, because otherwise you're gonna starve. How do you rotate? Transform, rotate. Hey, there it is. Okay, so this is one of my meal. And yeah, that's one of the first tip. But if you're hungry, because you know plane normally takes a long time to take off, and you might feel a bit nervous when it's taking off, and you might want to pee and stuff. So do eat something. Take a pair of toothbrush, and you know your sleeping preparations. Bring them in a travel bag, and put them in an accessible place. Like for example, if you wear lenses, you might want to take them off immediately when you feel dry in the eye, because you don't need your lenses much. So do prepare a pair of glasses, a pair of, you know, hotel toothbrush. It's not a good practice, but I take hotel toothbrushes. They're really good on the plane. And hotel slippers. Yeah. So make yourself comfortable. Wear some loose pants, loose clothes. Don't wear jeans. Jeans are gonna kill you. Yeah, and also some eye patch. Try to sleep a little bit. Find a boring book that you always want to read but never read to help you sleep. Yep. Me longest flight was 8 hours. Okay. Including transfer, I had, I think, maximum 16 hours. So eat or not eat it? Do eat it. I don't think there's any... for me, eating the meal doesn't bring any difference. But I know there are some people like who travels a lot, like tourist guides. They are used to, like their body are adjusted to not eat when they get on the plane and just sleep. But like us normal people, normies who don't travel that much, I think it's okay to eat it. I mean, it's experience anyways. No one interesting? Hello? Zombie grandma. Yes, zombie grandma sharing long distance flight tips. Whoa, slippers. Don't tell me I am the only person taking the hotel slippers. They're free, they're yours. Don't leave it there, take it with you. I have no shortage of door stoppers to read. Okay, maybe just check your hands. Touch your hands. Don't touch yourself in the plane, but touch your hands. And don't do anything. Meditate, and then you'll be good. Yeah, so I'll continue. I said my tips, and these are the food I get for the first meal. I think I'll put it here. Yeah. So as you can see, it's SAS. SAS as Scandinavian airline. What is S? SAS, Scandinavian airline. S airlines. Yeah, I don't know which the last S stands for. It's okay, we get your broke. Wait! Slippers! You don't take hotel slippers? I thought everyone takes hotel slippers and toothbrushes. Like, they're so light, so easy to carry. You don't want to take your own slippers? Never in my life took the slippers. Hey! Scandinavian Airlines. But that's SA. What's the S? Stands for service. Oh, Belgium Otaku. Hello. My mother did that once. My house is full of it. Is it considered a bad practice? Is it? I mean, they are not gonna reuse it to give to anyone else, right? So if you use it, are they going to clean it and give to others to wear? Because for me, they're always like put in a plastic bag or wrapped. So like they throw it out, right? Right? That's what my mama tells me. Fun forgot my name. I know. I know your name. I just don't want to say it. Okay. So yeah, if you don't take slippers, you will find. Sorry, my English not good, but I can still understand a little. I think my English is not on the advanced level. Yeah, I'll try to make it a bit slower. Maybe also speak Chinese. Hey, Yomi! Thank you for the welcoming back. Congratulations on the debut, I think. Question mark? I did miss it, but it was not in my time zone. But yes, thank you for coming back. And also Papku, hello. Okay, so where was I? So yeah, I cannot stress enough how important to wear a pair of slippers that's cheap and light. Like, I start wearing them in the airport. Like, I start changing in the airport already. Because you don't want to wear sneakers for 12 hours. It's going to be gross. You're going to be as stinky as me right now. Okay? That sure looks like airplane food. It's actually alright. Hey, Scotty. Hello. Hello. Welcome back. So I'm telling the story of me, of my trip, and share some photos. Slippers at the airport, way to make a good point. I mean, if you don't wear slippers for your trip, you wear sneakers, and your socks will get soaked and fermented, and your feet are gonna get swallowed for 12 hours of flight. Like, it's okay to not change for 2 hours of flight, but 12 hours. Believe me, you want to make yourself at home. Yeah? Your feet don't smell like color and fantasy. I will say my feet smells like I don't know, liquid wasabi. Yeah. Welcome back, Moe. Wow, thank you, Nicholas. Welcome back to the stream. Yeah. So, and this is my airplane food. Change your shoes, says the zombie who neglects to shower after exercise. Okay, I don't like my hair to be wet, okay? It rots really fast. I killed your kind a lot in Call of Duty Zombie last night. It's okay, they are not my kind. They are the foreign kind. You can kill as much. as you want. Well, wasabi. Liquid wasabi, that's how my feet smells. Yep. And I was rushing home from work today, so I'm actually smelling like that, and I'm smelling that at the moment. That's me. Moe only smells rotten, yeah. I mean, isn't wasabi... Liquid wasabi smells a bit... strange. But anyways, this is airplane food. You actually get a pretty balanced meal. You get a really big salad with an egg. Actually, they didn't have egg before. They give you bread, and you can put, for example, what is it? You can put butter inside, or you can put jam. I think this is strawberry jam on the top. And they give you fruit salad, they give you crackers, and they also give you yogurt with some oats on top. So, and also they serve tea and coffee and juice, and also a soft drink, like as much as you like. So this is a time where you try to feed yourself, but maybe don't overeat too much because you will be put to sleep right after. Like put to sleep in a good way, okay? Not forever. Yeah, use a ray gun. Okay. The air food isn't half bad these days. Yeah. Like they try to balance out the meal, and especially when it's Scandinavian countries, they try to keep everything organic, I think. Yeah. So after we had these food, the flight attendants, they took away. Oh, Tianxian, hello, welcome back. Your flesh is new. Had airplane food for only once in my entire life. Thank you for the super chat. Wow, you can share the experience of the airplane food. I think these airplane food are legit. Like it's balanced in fiber. Had proteins, also yogurt, coffee, tea, and fruits. Not very hot, but it was good enough, yeah. And after this, they take away the whole tray, and then they dim out the light in the airplane, and that's the moment where you need to sleep. I mean, not like you need to sleep, but they try to correct your clock. So they turn the light off actually for like 8 hours throughout the flight. They only turn it back on when it's like 2 hours before landing, so they can feed you one more time. It was a bad one, okay. I think the food in international airlines are generally better, yeah, and has their own nation's special food, I think, because I don't think a lot of countries has this type of crackers. Like these two thin slices are above the bread are crackers. Yeah. It took me a while to get used to this cold food, but for me the food is quite delicious. Yeah, so in those time, like the light will be turned off like half an hour after you get fed. In that half hour, you better try to queue up for toilets, brush your teeth if you want to sleep tight. Like I cannot sleep when there's a smell of food in my mouth. So I go brush teeth. I also like go brush my hair, like massage the hair before sleep, like how normal girls do. Yeah, and also like find some blanket. Oh, Haruki, welcome back. Thank you. So I'm just talking about the experience, the plane experience on the way to China. Yeah. Yeah, and actually right now there's not a lot of people flying to China, so we had quite empty plane. So I actually had a place like to have I actually had two seats. Woo, hair. You sound like a weeb. Shit. Okay. Scared me. Yeah. So I actually slept like how I sleep in the sofa. So it was good enough. But when you sleep, do remember to put the seat belts because it still goes through some turbulence when it flies, and sometimes the seat belt is turned back on. So if you don't want the flight attendant to wake you up to check your seat belts, you can just put them outside of your blanket. It normally is announced in the video before taking off, like the safety tips. Not too big a line to get freshed. Yeah. So the lines sometimes are quite big. Depends on how liquidy the food is. But like I don't really want to be the last one to be in the toilet because it sometimes gets pretty nasty. Like the sink gets clogged, and some people are not so nice when they use the toilet. Seems too late for me to reply. Thank in Chinese. Please keep the states up. Please keep the status quo. Thank you. Okay. So if you don't understand anything, 如果听不懂的话，我可以拿中文再翻译一遍。Moe, I'm going to Japan. I have a 13-hour flight. Yo, congratulations! Nice. Are you taking the NAN airline? Or ANA? ANA, I think. Yeah. Yeah. So, like the flight was like because it's a long distance flight, the plane is really high up in the air. I'm flying with Finnair. Ah, okay. I didn't know there's Finnair in. Huh. Okay. I didn't know Finnair can also fly to Japan. But it's gonna be a great experience. Believe me. I have 1 hour in Helsinki. Nice. Go for a sauna. Like if you are flying with Finland, Finnish Air, they're gonna give you some Finnish special food. I think when I was flying to Japan, I was taking the Chinese airline and I was offered some Chinese food. But when I was flying away from Japan, I had some Japanese food, I think. You're gonna get fed pretty well. That's what Asia country have you been to? I actually just spent a month in China traveling around. Yeah. I actually planned the trip ahead, but I didn't want to have a lot of like extra flights. I actually have a little bit like frightened when I travel by plane since I haven't took any long distance planes for many years. When there's a little bit of turbulence, I'm just like, oh my god, are we okay? Yeah, but then like the thing is that the longer the distance is actually safer because the plane is higher up in the sky with much less turbulence. Like my plane was actually 14,000 meters as altitude. Yep. Hello, Hutao, welcome to the stream. Yes. Next time, take me with you to Japan. Yeah, I actually have some photos to Japan too. But this time, I'm gonna show the Chinese one first, and I'll share my trip to Japan then. After I'm done with this one. So yeah, we just landed in China safely, and actually ahead of time too. And it was quite of a culture shock after I get out, because like there's so many familiar faces finally. And like I actually get a bit scared, like oh my god, what do I do next? Like because if I'm in Europe, I kind of like know after I get out, I try to find the train to get into the city and then change from there. But my dad told me that we have created a express train to my city, and I had to find that stop. And it's the the train station is actually in the other end of where I landed. Yeah, it's actually landed in Shanghai, and I landed on the east coast of Shanghai, and the train station was by the west. So I had to find a subway stop, and actually took a 2-hour subway to the train station. Can you believe it? I took a subway for 2 hours to travel through a city. 2 hours, and I had like 3 luggages. Yep. And the thing of traveling to a country where you don't know much anymore is like you really need internet coverage. Okay, so for example, if you are going to Japan, you need to see how to get an internet right off the plane. Otherwise, you won't be able to like translate or get a taxi and stuff. You probably need to make a lot of research if you are going there alone. Like for example, you need a Japan pass, maybe if you are traveling through a lot of cities, and you need to understand what system they are using. They actually use a lot of cash. You probably need to prepare cash. Yeah, and what's the connection from the airport to the city and all that stuff. Yep. Massive city. Yeah, it is actually massive. Hey Wolf, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. So I'm just talking about my trip to China now. Yep. I don't know if I have a photo of the train that I'm taking. I probably didn't put it here. Let me see. I have a lot of photos saved up in my PC, but there are some that I feel it's not very interesting to share. Huta has become a member. Wow, thank you for joining the membership. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you. Wow. Thank you for your support. Oh, I actually have... Wait. Let me see if I have it. Like, I was dead tired that day when I landed. So... Let me see if I have anything. Yeah, it's not having a speed. Yeah, so I was taking an express train anyways. Finally A. Yes, thank you. That's the first food you are eating as soon as you arrive? No. What's the first food you're eating? Actually, I think it was Family Mart. After we land, I had to have a 2-hour subway trip. So the train station was so massive. It was like football fields cutting into 3 layers. Like, it was just giant, and it was full of people. That was also actually a little bit overwhelming of how many people. I almost get lost in the train station, and I was very hungry. So I was like, okay, Family Mart, time to eat something. And when I entered the Family Mart, like, I cried because there's so many good food. Like, in here we only have 7-Eleven where it's selling like sandwiches and I don't know, donuts, cookies, and that's it. But in Family Mart in China, I think it's everywhere. Like, they have different types of cookies. Actually, I saw some super cool I took some super cool photos of what flavors they are having at the moment. Let me show you. Oh, I didn't delete it. Okay, cool. Let me delete this one. Yeah. Convenience store, let's go. Yes. I really like your streams. I hope you do well in the future. Thank you, thank you. Wow. Your name is Hu Taos because you're... Yeah, I think you play Genshin. I mean, I saw you before, yes. So yeah, actually, like these are super cool ones. This is jasmine oolong flavored Pocky. And this is peach orange flavor. Indeed. Yes. So I bought these two because and they're like full wheat. So these are super cool. Although I don't really like when food tastes like orange. I really like it when food tastes like tea. And I had so many milk teas in China, you guys cannot imagine. Like there are so many new brands and they like use full milk and really good combination with some tea choices. They're just so great. Yep. Cha Fei? Did I pronounce the yellow one? Cha Feng? It's Cha Feng. Tea Xing. Yep. And these are the two flavors that I only saw in China. In China, yeah. Like tea flavored and fruit flavored. Okay. What else I want to share? Yeah, so I arrived home and I rested, but the next morning, can you guess what I ate? It was actually fast food, but I think you guys will be surprised. Can you guess it? What kind of fast food comes to your brain the first when you think about breakfast? I don't think you'll get it, but I'll give you some time. Pizza Hut, 7-Eleven? No, I had KFC. Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chinese KFC. No, I forgot to buy sweets. How only sweet thing here is you. OMG! Gosh, cut it out. But okay, let me show this KFC in China, okay? It is crazy. It is crazy. Kawaii fried chicken. No, it's KFC, legit KFC. Look at the delivery. They're KFC delivery. They have xiaolongbao. They have xiaolongbao in KFC. And porridge. Legit tasty porridge. And this is fried dough. This is youtiao, but I don't think there's an English way of translating it. It's like fried dough. Only 6 buns. I mean, it's KFC. Xiaolongbao KFC, yep. They are really, I mean, when they are delivered to me, they're a little bit cold, but when you dip them in the vinegar, it's still great. Tasty egg tarts. Egg tarts are my favorite thing from KFC. Like KFC in China, like, I don't know how to say, but I think KFC deserves its place in China at the moment. I feel that in China, people would go to KFC and not go to a McDonald's. I mean, at least for me, I would choose KFC over McDonald's in China because McDonald's, like, they stay their place by having their cheeseburgers for $1.5 or something. Like, they have their meals and they are the same everywhere. But in KFC, they are localized, much more localized. Like, I could not find any egg tarts besides China in KFC, and xiaolongbao and porridge and soy milk and fried dough. Like, these things are only existing in China. I prefer KFC for the chicken. Yeah, you actually know what you eat. It's funny how different the same restaurants are different in other countries. Yeah, that's why I always check KFCs when I arrive in a new country. But I feel there's not much difference in McDonald's. Like, McDonald's stay in its place. It has its own It has own stance, I would say. Wouldn't want to change much. Oh, Rubies. Welcome back. Thank you. I'm sharing my food and my travel experience from China. So I hope you can catch up. And this is my breakfast from KFC. Yo. Okay. So, one of the other food that I really like from Chinese trip is wontons. Wow. Is a food these days, photos these days this big? These wontons, like they are so cheap. Can you guess the price? Maybe I'll let you guys guess the price. Like I'll put this wonton legit in this bowl, in the pot. Sometimes I go to McDonald's just for the toy. Alright. I would go to McDonald's for their pineapple pie. Pineapple apple pie. $3? Nope. These toys are really attractive. Yeah. But KFC actually has a lot of much more toys in China. Like they have also Genshin toys. They have collabs with a lot of IPs, for example, Genshin. And actually Pizza Hut also has some Genshin collections. But they are tasty. Yep. And this one is $1.50. This whole bowl is $1.50. And I add one extra egg. And that was like $1.6. I had a meal for $1.6 and it's so tasty and it's so, I don't know, umami. This is wonton, like the best wonton I had in my experience. Genshin KFC is so viral. Is it? Does it happen in your country too? Should my next destination be China? Yeah, you can definitely consider that. The only thing is that you probably will need to know some Chinese, because food like this type of food, only exists in local places. So if you go to a tourist attraction and you find some super fancy looking restaurants, you go inside, you order one, it probably costs 3 times more. So I have this app that is telling like local people sharing their experience on where to find local good food. And this one was in one really shady, not like shady, but very dark alley with no light around. And I was like, when I was because it was dark when I was finding the place, I saw the alley and I was like, should I go there? But then I saw steam come out of the entrance. I was like, okay, I should go there. And when I entered, it was super local place. Like there are some newspapers stuck to the wall, and like people, the cooks were actually making these wontons outside of the kitchen, and they speak like local language to each other. And you know that's the place. Yep. I learned Spanish at the moment. Okay. Maybe Brazil can be a good idea to go to. They're also having a lot of great food. So viral, yeah, people here print their own D-look cutout cardboard. Oh yeah, I saw people doing that too, yeah. Like they get it from the bag and then they cut it out and make it like a keychain and stuff. Yeah. Okay, so I shared some food, and I also want to share some view. So I went to touch some grass. One of the city I went to looks like wonton soup. Yes, it is wonton soup. Yeah, so I went to 3 cities in total. One is called Hangzhou. This is a place where tea picking is super famous. Let me show you this giant photo. Giant photo. Did you eat the grass? I eat the leaf. I chewed a raw leaf. Does it count? Yeah, so I climbed the mountain where they grow the leaf. Grow the tea. It was actually the best tea season. Only and the best tea season of that time. Yeah, and it's the first time I see so many teas growing on a hill or mountain. And I just got to know that they actually have to grow like not on a flat surface but on a mountain instead. So they can have like a bit, I don't know, like the weather fits them a bit more. And can you guys believe this is actually in the city? Hangzhou is famous. Some of my friends actually been here. Yeah? For tea making, I actually saw some foreigners. I saw actually a YouTuber trying to explain how the tea was made. And I was staying in one of the towns, a little town in here. And the neighbor was actually a person who's hand making tea. So I saw the whole process because it was tea picking season. How the tea got picked by the ladies, and then they air dry it, and then they put in the machine to dry it a bit more, and then the person needs to hand make it for like 2 hours to make every leaf evenly dry and green. And that's how the most expensive green tea is made. Yep. It was pretty fabulous. You can actually, if you zoom in enough, you can actually see the cities from this end. I don't know. These are cities, but there are some fogs. These are the city, and this is one really famous lake. And air pollution is still there. Like you cannot see super clear like how you see in Europe, for example, but the view was still great. And I tried to make teas myself, but I didn't want to touch the pot because it's like 300 degrees. The neighbor of the tea making guy, who's our neighbor, he's been making tea for 60 years. And that's how he got pretty famous from making tea. Yep. And let me see. This is like how people it's so where is it? So this is how people were picking up the teas. Like these are leaves, and if you zoom in a lot, you will see little I guess these are already picked, but see there are little tips that they are picking from the top, and then they put into the basket here. And I asked about how much, like what's the weight, how much they can pick for a day. They are like maximum a kilo for a day, because all these leaves, all these tea leaves, not all these tea leaves are drinkable. It's only the most the most like newest bloomed ones. I don't know how to describe it. Like the youngest leaf can be made into tea. Like these are just leaves. The things that are living behind are just leaves. And after they pick up the tea, they trim the bush totally down. No, not totally down, but to the ground. They just trim the edges so they can save their nutritions and flavors inside for another year. So they only pick teas in spring in this area. There are other places where they are growing other green teas, but this is the origin of the green tea. Yeah, I don't have a photo of green tea, I think, but this is a place where they make a lot of green tea food, green tea drinks, a lot of green tea products. Yep. So this is the city I visited for the tea reason, but it actually also have a really cool temple. I don't know if I can show this one in general because it's a little bit religious. When I was taking the photo, I was a little bit in doubt, but this photo just come out shockingly good. I'll just zoom it out, and you guys will take a look. Like nothing, I didn't add any filters on it. I don't know. Maybe when I see the view, it's even more shocking than this one. It's just like a view to see the Buddha. I didn't take a direct photo because that's like considered not very polite for the Buddhas. That's my guess. Oh, wait. I think my chat stops going on. That's beautiful. Okay. Yeah. So this is how this is one of the temple, and this temple was also built on a mountain where there are, I don't know. I did a lot of climbing those days. I don't even remember what exactly I did, but yeah. I went to a temple, I went to tea picking, I went tea mountain climbing, and they also have one pretty famous lake. Do you remember the lake I was showing you in the photos? So this is the lake. I really like how they keep the old photos, like the old architecture, and then build very new things. Like it's actually skyscrapers behind me, and it's like a whole modern street. But this is a tourist attraction place, and I actually took it from a taxi because there are so many people in it. So many people on the bridge, and this bridge was a tourist attraction. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, saw it, been there, done that, took a photo, gone. Yeah. Like if you want to visit China at this moment, it's really crowded, but I think the season, like the most traveling season, is gone now, so I think it's safe. Oh, and I also want to show this one. I found the most zen frog in the world. Look at it. Like I found this frog when I was climbing the tea mountain. So it was actually on the top of the tea mountain with altitude like 500 meters. And there's one giant whale, and nobody's using the whale anymore. And there was we were climbing as a group, and then I heard a girl screaming, "There's a frog in the middle of water!" Then I searched and I see this. Like it's sitting in some sort of grass or something, or stone. And then with the head coming out of water and just like staying there, not even trying to breathe. I didn't see it move. Like I didn't see the mouth part moving. I was just like sitting there, basing the sun, in the forest, in an abandoned well, full of water. I was like, okay, that's inner peace I need to find. That's the inner peace. Yeah. Actually, from the food, there are a lot of I ate a lot of buns, as you guys can imagine. Like this one. You can count how many different types I've had. Like 1 and 2. OMG, I love it. You can also guess the price. It's also like they're cheap. 3. Wait. I also had other buns. This is a soup bun. Like, you see the straw? I was drinking from it. Yeah. I think like I at least have 10 meals where I have just steamed buns. And they are still so good. OMG. Talking of price, some funny happened to me last 2 days ago. What happened? Do tell. Yeah, so I ate a lot of steamed dumplings and steamed buns. Yeah, and this is how it's how the teas got handmade, actually. So this is a pot that is 300 degrees. There's a switch to turn on and off, so the tea can be placed in a normal, like so they are not burnt. And then you need to hand press the tea leaves against the pot, so you can so the water comes out. But you also don't press it too much, otherwise it will burn. So it takes a lot of practice. The guy was like 70 years old or something, and been making tea since he's teenager. That was crazy. And okay, let me see. Some other things I want to show is actually gachas. I don't know if anyone's playing these gacha games, but this is another phenomenal stuff in China. Like, there's a collection of these dolls, and these are like sealed boxes of what's probably inside, and the case on top is showing what is probably inside. So you need to buy these toys to figure out what's inside. So it's like physical gacha. I was eating Chinese hot pot with friends, and the Chinese businessman sat with his wife besides us, and he just gave us most expensive meat because he ordered too much. We saw his order. He spent as much money for 2 as we spent with 5. Wow. Okay. That's one generous man. Damn. I wish more people like that could sit next to me when I eat. Not really, but it's cute anyway. You mean it's not cute? But yeah, the thing is that it needs to have its style. It doesn't need to be cute or anything. It's just for collections. I think the shop I went to was not placing it properly, but I also went to the main shop where they are selling like a whole shop devoted for this type of collections. I'm gonna show you a video later. Yeah, so this is one of the city I've been to. A lot of tea and views to the lake. The city is also quite modern as well. I just didn't take a lot of photos, or maybe I did. Let me see. And in China, like, you can take taxi anywhere. Like, it's super duper cheap. Super duper cheap. Let me see. Maybe I didn't take a photo there because, you know, they're just like normal big cities. So the next 2 cities I went to are not, what is it called? Are not classic super cool cities. They're crazy cool cities. Okay, so these 2 cities are my favorite ones in China. I've been there before, but just this time I had more time to research and get to see more local stuff. So let me show you the expression of, like, my impression of the city. My impression of the city is this. You can create your own set of blind box like that by Blender. Oh, like sell it co-op with the with the company. Yeah. So one is this, and the other one is this. Pandas. They exist in the same city. Two best things in the world. Okay. They exist in the same city. Can't believe why it is like that. So yeah, the city is Chengdu, and they eat a lot of spicy food, a lot of tasty food, street food, and pandas. They have a panda natural reservation where they're having 200 pandas. 200 pandas, for fuck's sake, that's so many. And I visit there, and I get to see baby panda fighting and panda feeding. Do you guys want to see a video? Do you guys want to see a video? Like a panda in its own natural habitat. Panda. Okay, let's see. So this one. This is just eating. Look at him eating. But I think I will show it after I show you the other one. First of all, I need to show you the process of feeding. So first of all, the zookeeper will come to call the panda's name, and this panda's name was Oreo. It's a bit loud. Panda could use a bath. I mean, they're wild animals, they're not pets. So they hook the food. It's like a pie on top of a stick. And then the pie was a mixture of corns and dough and some other vitamins and stuff, so they balance out their bamboo's diet. And yeah, so the panda sometimes stands up to pick it, and then they eat it. Besides having apple and bamboo. Yeah, and also they have bamboo shoots. And they hold it with one hand and they just put it in the mouth. Yeah. So this is the panda feeding. They just eat it like a cookie. And you don't see they're like fierce at all, but they're wild animals. They're bears. They're real bears. So baby pandas do take a shower from time to time, but these ones, like the grown-up ones, are living alone, and people are not going inside together with pandas. You know how they clean, for example, zoos for tigers? And they need to do that with panda as well. Like they need to bring panda to another room before they can open the gate and go inside to clean the grown-up pandas. But for baby panda, it's another story. Let me see if I have another panda video. Another panda video. Which one? Maybe this one. It's pretty loud, so I'll put it a bit lower. So this is baby panda fighting. They're like super tiny. They're like little rice balls. Feels like suppressed food. They hand make it from wheat and corn powder, and also mixed vitamins and stuff, because they're not very healthy when they just eat bamboos. it was like crazy amount of people in that reservation on that day. But just see these cute pandas. Oh my god, they're so... Like, that day was not very hot, so pandas were really active because pandas are afraid of heat. Oh! Panda jump. There were like at least 5 layers of people, and I need to raise my hand to shoot the video. Oh! Yeah, I got blocked by a tree anyways. So yeah, so that's Panda Panda reservation. It was a lot of fun, plus a lot of people. Hello Terrence, good to see you. How have you been in the months? And this is yeah, so that's Chengdu. Chengdu is like pretty famous for its food and pandas, but the city was okay, just generally a big city. And I also went to Chongqing, and this is a place where I post this picture. So this is like in general a cyberpunk city. I'm doing good. How about you? I'm doing great too. I'm just sharing some photos that I took for my Chinese trip. Yep. And you can see what it is like. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Yes. So this is actually a landmark of the city. It's actually a playground on this tube-like thing, but it's a part of the building. At night, it lights up. Let me show you some night views. This is a night view. Whoa. No. No. Yeah, so this is how it looks like at night. Like the city is so bright at night, but it's only like staying bright for I think 2-3 hours, and when it's at 10 they turn off the light so they don't over light pollute the city. Yes. And speak of light pollution, maybe I can show you this picture. This picture is also pretty crazy. This is within the city, and this whole street was having buildings like this that like golden, that's like super golden at night. A very fancy building, yeah. Is this a hotel? No, it's not a hotel. It's like a collection of different restaurants and sightseeing places. Like, it's generally for sightseeing, and people create restaurants inside, but you don't need to go inside. You just need to take a photo of it from the outside. It just looks very good when it's light up at night. And this one is also taken next to this building, and I think it's super cool because it's connected to a pretty fancy bridge. So like by the end of this building, it's like this. One giant bridge going through the river. Yeah, maybe it was like by this end, something like that. So you can imagine how big this whole thing is. Like, this is, I don't know, several hundred meters building. And then this whole red bridge that's going through a river. And the river is the Changjiang River, one of the second or the longest river of China. Like, everything is so bright and so big at night. Yeah, I love the view. What do you think? Okay. Yeah. Super fancy, right? The people there are also like, the amount of people was also super crazy. There was a lot. Yeah, and these, if you see by this corner, that was the building that I was showing you. And this is like the whole city airline is like so bright at night for sightseeing. And there are boats. There are like sightseeing boats that's also really bright, that's traveling in the river. I can show you. This is how the whole city looks like. It's something out of Disneyland. It's actually not Disneyland. So yeah, I took a crazy walk that day. I started like from here because you saw that the light photos were from here, and then I went here to see this building. But this building is actually looking better when it's far away. So I got over the bridge to another side of the river to see this. So it was like super crazy walk. And this city is actually built in mountains. So like within the mountains. So there are some mountains going on this side. And that's where you get lost so easily. Do you think you could come through with English there? Is it language barrier huge? The language barrier is definitely there. Yeah. There are some places I went to that doesn't have English, but if you only focus on sightseeing places, it might be working out. But it's the best if you ask someone local to help you out. Or like you can like make research on where to see and what to see and stick on that plan, because you might really easily get distracted. Yeah, just stick a giant tube on top of the buildings. Yeah, when the designer made this building, people from this city hated it, and now people come here to see the picture, to take a photo of it, be like, wow, it's so pretty, you know. The attitude change. So yeah, actually this one is in the shape of a boat, because this corner under the bridge, like this big building that looks like I don't know, with a tube on top of it, is shaped like a boat, because this is the place where two rivers, two of the pretty famous rivers meet, and then they gather and then go into the ocean. Yup. Hello, Magina. Hello. Good to see you again. I'm sharing some photos from China, so feel free to look at them. My photos. Okay. So, did you eat a lot and good? Yes, I did eat a lot. I'll show you a lot of local food that I took photo of later. I just want to share this amazing city with you. Like, do you remember there's a tube that's going on that's going into the building, and this is actually the city. I don't know if I saved it. Let me see. Just a moment. Do I save it somewhere? The train that's going through the building. Well, I probably don't have it at the moment. Or maybe I do? Question mark. Nah, I don't have it. I cannot find it. I took so many photos. Okay. But anyways, yeah, there's another picture I want to show you. this is the picture. What? What? Just subscribe for 4 months? Thank you for the subscribe. You guys don't need to do it. Don't need to do it. Okay, so let me explain this photo to you. If you see a ground floor here, do you guys see a ground floor by the bottom right corner? Do you see there are cars over there? That's ground floor. And on this bridge that I'm standing on, it's also ground floor. So the city is like, it's not super high because it's ground floor. Yep, it's ground floor. I don't think I took an overview of it, but the bridge is extending to a ground floor. I see the street. Yeah, that's a ground floor. It has a square. Play Fun Run 4. What is that game? So when we ask for the road to go down to the street, like we got lost in this building, like around 15th floor. So we find the person to ask, like, how can we get to the road? And then the granny was like, you can go up to 22nd floor and then you can go out to the square and call a taxi, and the taxi will take you to where you need to go. We're like, what? On 22nd floor? And yeah, we come up and then just saw this bridge connecting to the square. And when you go down, and she also said you can also go down to the ground floor, but there's more people there. So yeah, it's because the city has a crazy elevation difference because it's built on the mountain. So you can easily go up to a crazy, maybe I can show this one. So this is another side of this bridge. So you can see so many layers. Like this is the railing. The railing is on the bottom, and then there is a mountain sticking right between the buildings. And then you go up to a ground floor, and then you can keep going up to another ground floor, square, something. Like the street was going upwards most of the time. There were a lot of stairs, a lot of ramps, yeah, and a lot of tunnels in the city. So yeah, it's a really interesting city if you want to visit. In this city, you cannot easily become fat, I can see. Yeah, actually, they also eat a lot of spicy food. So the spice will heat up your body in a way, like it's not really storing a lot of fat. Plus, you can have a lot of diarrhea from the spice. I mean, my body is used to the spice, but I know there are people who ate hot pot and then just sit on the toilet for the rest of the day and the rest of the next day. Yeah. So I can show you guys some food I had in here, and all you will see is red. So this is mapo tofu. And actually, this is also where mapo tofu was originated, so it has all of my favorite things. But like a fun kind of dangerous, yes. You know, eating spice is training. So, you know, you gotta train to gain the tolerance. Red, which red I didn't show. Yeah, this is also really red. Oh, the red is so red, it's like blood. but it's only in this city that they eat a lot of spice. It's because they are having pretty humid weather, and they need the spice to keep their body dry and hot in a way. And also we went to a lot of street food places. Maybe I can show you this one. So something you have to visit when you visit China is like one of these collective street food places. Like even the ceilings are all the billboards, even though they are not the same billboards as what they have in the street food places, but there are like easily 100 collections of different street food of different types. This is not underground. This is not underground. It's a generous open, not open, but like ground floor market where you can buy all the food. All these are food and drinks. Yep. Last time I had something really spicy, it was just as spicy coming out. That's the thing, I don't feel spice when it's coming out. It's not spicy when it's out in the other end. It's just hallucination, okay? You just need to, tell yourself it's not spicy, okay? If you say it's not spicy, it's not spicy. Okay, and this city was also full of other events. I'm gonna show you something that is super cool that I walked into. The other end. Yep, it's a Genshin event. They created a Genshin event in China. And there were cosplayers. Yeah. Just a moment. All these pictures come out so big, I don't know why. And these cosplayers are so cool. I don't know how to say it. Like, I met on that day. I met Klee and Kaya and Albedo. They're like so skinny. Their skin color are matching the game color. Clothes are super fancy and super skinny. Their actions are the same, even the height matches. Like, Albedo, Kaya is a bit higher than Albedo, and Klee is super petite. Yeah, dream come true, yeah. And there's also, I think, Eula and Barbara. So many cosplayers, and you can buy merchandise in there. A lot of events happening in this small ground, but only when I got there I got to know that you need to make a reservation for to see the events, so I can only take a look around. Yep, that's something a bit out of pity. Yeah, so, and also I don't know if you guys use TikTok. And when you use TikTok, if you see any street fashions. So like if you do see street fashions, I also went to the street where all the street fashions are taken photo of, and we saw like, I don't know, 10 photographers just holding the camera and just wait on the street and to take photo of people. Yep. Yeah, I can show you how it looks like. So this is one really fancy shopping street where they sell Gucci, Prada, Balenciaga. What else? What else is fancy? Louis Vuitton. They also have Zara and H&M, which is a little bit of question mark, but yeah, this is one end of the street, and the whole street is having a view like modern tradition Chinese style. Super fancy, with all glass and shops. Yep, and yeah, I also went to one of the shops that's called Pop Mart. So Pop Mart is this famous gacha brand in China. So you can see they have, this is their style. Yeah, I guess it doesn't fit everybody, but when they have a giant collection of different sets, like if you see from behind, there are so many different types where they're wearing different clothes and stuff, and they have different branches where they, for example, have home style, space style, goth style, sports style. Then it becomes like a collection where people just fall for it. And when I go inside, I was like, no, I'm not buying anything because I know I won't get what I want. And then I come out with 4, and none of them is what I want. So my instinct was correct, but my action was wrong. Let's say that. What else? It's almost the end of something I want to show. There are a lot of collector toys. Yeah, there are collector toys. Like, a lot of them have, for example, this is also one of them. It's, I don't know if you watch Friends, but they have Pop Mart collection for Friends. You know, like Phoebe, Rachel, Joey, Monica, different types of Monica, different types of Chandler, different types of Ross. I don't know where's Ross. But I got this one. I got the Phoebe with the bike. Although I really want Joey with all of the clothes, but look at him, this is so cute. Joey with all of the clothes. Could I be wearing any more clothes? I don't know if you, I mean, I'm a Friends nerd, but I don't know if you are. So I'm just saying something from Friends, okay? What else? Yeah. And I also went to climb a mountain besides the T mountain. And that mountain is 3,000 meters by altitude. 3,000 meters by altitude. Yep. So I was literally in the wind. No, in the cloud. Yeah. And I was not very lucky that day, so I went into a pretty big fog. But it brings another style, I think. Brings up another style. Let me show you something. This is a photo without any filters. You probably will also like it. So this is like, you know, the mountains in China, they normally have temples on top because it's closer to the sky, and people would like to, you know, get closer to Buddha or get closer to the sky. Yeah. So this one is like, it was in the afternoon and it's already getting really foggy. And it's getting more and more foggy, but you can see that like the top of the building are only differ from like 5 meters, and you can already see the shading. Well, I don't know about the shading, but the difference in, yeah, I don't know how to say it. Like you don't see the one from behind that clear anymore. And it's like mostly like that for the whole trip. For example, this is the top of the mountain. Maybe the way I'm reducing the photos is ruining the experience. But yeah, so it looks like this Buddha is like hiding in the fog, and compared to the people, you can see them in white clothes. You can see how big they are, and this full golden Buddha statue is, it's coated in gold, is actually 56 meters tall, built by someone on a 3,000 meter mountain. Like, it's on the mountain top. I just got amazed to know like how people could do it from that long time ago, you know? Like all these mountains, all these temples. Maybe I can show you more. So that's how the Buddha looks like, and you can see the size of the temple, and the people are like tiny. You feel yourself so tiny when you're in front of those Buddhas, so you just like can't help but to feel like a frightened fear for this kind of religious things. But it was still worth to see it. The view was super great, even though it was foggy. I saw something super exciting. For example, in this one, even though it was foggy, I saw one temple hiding from another end of the mountain. If you can see this, if you see the black dot in the cloud, that's another end of another temple. That one is like 3,090 meters by altitude. So it's like 20 meters taller than where I am at. But look how small it is. And because it was a foggy day, so it was like showing on and off in the cloud. Yeah. So the whole thing is like you are in the cloud and you look down and you don't see anything. And you look up, there's also cloud. And I don't have this high altitude syndrome. I don't know how people were calling it, but it's like difficulty to breathe and stuff. It was still okay. Yep. But it's pretty rare to meet a sunny day, so mine was just a normal unlucky day. Yep. What else? Oh, and also in the city center, I saw this. This thing, this building. Like, I think it's also like a must check when you visit the city. It's a big panda climbing on top of the building. Yeah. So this is the very city center. You can see how many people how many people there were in there. And since it's city center, it was like full Prada and Louis Vuitton and stuff. Uniqlo was somehow always stands together with them. Yeah. And a lot of high-tech shops. All right. But like that province, the city I've been to is very culturally rich. So I visit much more places, but I think these are the ones that extremely cool. Yeah, extremely worth sharing. Yeah, and these are the photos. Oh, and also I missed one more. So these are some Lay's chips I saw that are having super weird flavors. I don't know if you have tried any of them, but yeah. So this one is black truffle. This is truffle, and this is cucumber. The green one is cucumber flavored chips. Yeah, and then there's also like seaweed flavor, which is just normie, but the truffle one doesn't taste good. No, don't buy it. Okay. Yeah, that's, I think it's the stuff I want to show. I hope it's not too boring. Like, the story is going on in my head, but when it comes out of my mouth, it just become like mumbling stuff. So many taco chips. It's Lay's. Yep, you can call it taco. You can eat it like a taco. Mm. 其实我去过比照片里面更多的地方，但是有一些就是没怎么拍照片，或者拍的照片不怎么好看，就没有再拿出来分享。嗯。Yups. So what do you guys think? Was it a good trip? Was it good sharing? Are there any questions before I finish my stream? But if not, I think I will stop the stream here. And yeah, it's just like a small storytelling stream where I shared some photos. I guess people plan their comeback stream a bit better, but I just want to keep it simple because I just went travel. And I think comeback travel and share some stuff is what a comeback stream should be like. Yep. I actually want to plan to have one more stream about the stuff I bought in China. It was actually a lot of crazy stuff. So yeah, stay tuned for episode number 2, and thank you for becoming a member, Momo. Thank you for the support. It's great to have you back. Yes, I'm a sucker for world travel. So maybe China be your next destination. I have not traveled abroad. But China? Around China maybe? I think it's always great to change a bit of the environment, reset your mood a little bit. Yeah. And buy a lot of souvenirs and eat their food. Maybe. Let me know if you need any guidance. I can prepare, like I can tell you where are the good places to visit. I'm gonna hire Bong Bong for tour guide in China. Yay! Free trips! Actually, when I was telling stories to my friends, they're like, can I hire you for the trip to China? I was like, yeah, sure. After this trip, I can add on CV that I am capable of finding good local restaurants. Like, I find restaurants that are not even on Google Map, that are just like a lady comes with her tricycle with food, but local people love it, has been eating there for like 30 years. And if you travel without knowing the language, you probably will not know it. Tour guide with ball, let's go! Yes. Create a group, and I'll create a flag. SKATs, let's go! Yeah, but it was super great trip. Like, I've seen so many things that in a way the month passes so fast, but also feels so slow. I don't know how it feels like, just like for the things that I've done, I feel like I've been there for 3 months or half a year. But you know, just you did all of that in a month. It was great. Yep. And ate a lot of good food, met a lot of cool people. Yep. Okay, so in the next episode of Bun's Chinese trip, I'm gonna show you the stuff I bought, and might surprise you with one of the projects I've been doing for some time, or 2 projects I've been doing for some time. Yep. I guess fewer things blend together when you are doing a bunch of different things. Yeah, I was doing a lot of things at the same time. Like, every day my meals, like, are having something new for months. It was crazy. Like, every day, besides, you know, you drink water, you drink milk tea, they're the same, but the dishes and the restaurants, like 3 different restaurants in a day, and try to drink in different milk tea brands, and go to different shops, see different views, talk to different people. Yeah, it was a great trip. But I hope you guys enjoyed the storytelling. And next time when I share what I bought in China, I'm gonna do some handcraft stuff. And I actually took a gacha box with me, and I haven't opened it yet. So you guys can come and wish me good luck to get what I want, or get what you want. I'm gonna show you the box next time, and a few different things that I really want to share with you that I have around me. Like, I'm having a zoo around me, you can't believe it. Yeah. Like, I have demons, I have sharks, I have cats, I have more cats, I have tigers. I like animal stuff. Just a little leaking for what I'll be showing you next time. Yeah. So I think I'll have that stream next week, or sometime later. But I'm gonna show you the things. Yep. Was nice to listen to? Okay, I hope I did good storytelling. But now I'm going off to drink some water. And I hope you guys enjoyed the time where I was sharing this stuff with you. And thank you so much for coming back. And remember that I still exist. Yes. I really appreciate that you guys come back and say welcome back and listen to my nagging. Of course, you still exist. I don't. Alright. I think I lose my voice a little bit because of talking too much. Thanks for the stream and photos. Wow, thank you. Thank you for coming back to my stream. Yes. Okay. I'm having throat coming out of my smoke. So I'm off to drink some water, and I wish you a great day and great evening, and I'll see you guys Saturday for Vroid streaming. Yes, gonna make some really cool 3D model in Vroid. Yes, I still prefer Vroid at the moment. Love you, boy. Love you, bastard kitties. Yes. See you guys next time. Bye bye.